Let's see. Oi. Let's see if we're live. Okay, I believe we are live now. Hello everyone, Darth Hart. Hello another Twitter viewer. And hello Discord for streamers. I think that's my pop, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is, first of all, I want to talk about what I've done offline. Basically what I've done is I've moved the continent here down a bit, so therefore we can put in the polar ice cap a little later and we have more of the continent, I'm not happy with that line, in the what we'll do is we'll just fix a few things. First thing we'll fix is we'll put in the equator here. Now I was doing some research on offline. This is just a very rough line, we don't really need this to be straight yet. I've made a mistake on what I intended for the planet to be. I understood tidal locking or a tidally locked planet as something that had extreme sea or waves. So basically sometimes the waves would be very big and very high and tsunami like, and other times they would basically be non-existent. That's not what tidally locked is. Tidally locked is when only a single face faces the sun, and therefore it has one dark side and one light side. I'm not exactly sure what the type of thing that I mean is, because I haven't been able to find a specific word, but I have found out that tidally locked is not something that my head is not. Why is my... What the hell? Is it not streaming properly? Oh dear. Okay, alright. I don't know what was going on then. Can anyone hear me at all? Yeah? Let me know if you can hear me. We had some issues with the sound yesterday. Apparently there were some muffles, but today hopefully I fixed that problem before it started. Anyway, if you heard me about what the intention was about the tidal locking or what it means, I made a mistake. I'm completely silly in that regard. I should have really looked it up, but now we fixed the problem. So basically what happens is when the planet faces the gas giant, what happens is there's an extreme weather. There's like tsunamis, there's like masses of wave production, there's an intense feeling of, well, not exactly pressure or stuff like that on like the race's body, but it's darker, it's more gloomy, it's like, so if you understand how this system works, well, let's just draw, okay, let's just fill this in with some, let's just do a little illustration of what I mean. Okay, so what we'll do is with the let's first of all just fill that in, and we don't need this to be perfect because we're just doing some simple drawing here with the mouse, of course. So what we'll do is I'll just show you what I mean. So for example, this is, excuse me for drawing with the mouse, this is our little world here. This is Obreth, and Obreth is orbiting a gas giant. Again, sorry, drawing with the mouse. It's orbiting this gas giant, which orbits a sun. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, excuse the really rubbish drawing. I should have got my pen out to do this, but we don't really need to mess about too much. So this little planet, that Orbreath that we're drawing here, is orbiting. This is Orbreath, or the start of Orbreath, shall we say? Is orbiting this gas giant. Now this gas giant is a fire ice gas giant, and what that means is there's a state where ice is on fire. Now this is a very strange gas giant because it's both cold and it appears to be flaming. So if you would take like some of the gas giant away, it would turn into a solid, and that solid would be on fire in our atmosphere. Okay, that's what I mean. The sun that it orbits is very similar to ours. It's just basically a yellow star, or an M-type star that they would say on Star Trek. So, is that understood? Understandable? That's very good. If you have any questions, we can continue, and we'll just continue drawing for a couple of hours. And what we'll do is we'll just continue with the map, really. What we're going to do today is we're going to just fill in some features on the planet itself. Right, I'll just need to make sure that the tweet went out. Okay, it seems to have. Yeah, I just need to reply here to somebody. So I'm just checking, making sure that the person that wrote me a message is getting the message, which is live now. Now, I am going to try and stream during the week as well, one of the days. I need to get my numbers up, really. So we're going to continue our map here. So what we're going to do is, what I want to do is I'll zoom out for a moment. So to show you everyone what I've done here. So if we close this, right, this is where the continent was, and offline I moved it from this to this. So I've moved it down slightly, and I've put in the equatorial line. So part of it will be ice waste. It's a little less than I intentionally wanted, but with all, we can make some more continents with some ice wastes and various things. So again, I made some mistakes about what tidally locked means, and therefore I've tried to rectify them today. What we're going to do today is we're going to select an area, and I thought we would do this area here. What I'll do is I will just put in a little marker with my pen, my G pen 5. What we'll do is we'll use layer 3 here. Layer 3 is just my notes layer. So I know a lot of people do things a bit differently to me, but we'll just use this, and we'll just say we'll try and fill in the area up to this part here. So this part, see, nations or countries are usually divided by natural things. So for example, forests, for example, rivers. Sometimes they're not, though, in certain cases. For example, I believe that Scotland really isn't divided by a series of mountains. It's just sort of like a land border, as are a couple of nations, I believe, in Europe. But usually it's either a river, it's a lake, or a terrain feature that normally divides nation states. that's just a little bit of history, or I'm not sure what it would be called now, to be honest. But yeah, so what we'll do is we will try and fill in some details in this area here in 2 hours. For example, it doesn't matter what the nation is yet, because we've already, if you see here, we've already put in the Modron city that Rez suggested a couple of streams ago, so we've already put the Modrons here. This feature, the Dragon's Head feature, we could name this, if anyone has any ideas for naming. No, don't worry. So what we'll do is we'll try and make everything nice and cool. Making sure that okay, just checking it works. Okay, it seems to be working. No one's chatting. I just needed to check that. Right. Okay. So now, when you think coastline to coastline, a terrain feature that normally bridges that gap. Sometimes you get rivers. Sometimes you get very small mountain ranges. You can get like volcano ranges as well, volcanic ranges. But you can get like forests, for example. We could put a forest here, and that would make a good border. We can also put any kind of natural wonder. So if you can think of something other than forest, jungle, maybe a desert, because I wanted to just zoom out and remind everyone of the terrain types that I want on this continent. It's iceways, which are in the south, which were decided a couple of streams ago. Some tundra, some mountains, a desert, a bit like the Gobi Desert. The Flaming Death Vortex is a sea feature, which needs to go in the sea somewhere, which we will look at some point in the future. But we can do it now if anyone has an idea where it would be nice to put in. But remember, again, when the planet turns towards the gas giants, that will be much more violent, and when it turns away it'll be less violent but still on fire. I don't know if I'm muffled. I need someone to tell me because I'm not able to tell. So if I'm Flaming Death Vortex, yes, I drew this myself. Well, I drew this myself. Yeah, on a computer with the mouse. Yeah, Flaming Death Vortex. Do you remember that thing that was on fire in the Gulf of Mexico? I think it was like an oil thingy, and it was like flaming, and it was like a vortex. That's where I got the idea from. Yeah, I thought so. I think that it's a good idea to use, like, things you see, for example, that on the weather, or use things that we can see, because obviously we don't know how things will work on an alien world, simply because we don't have any frame of reference. We only can go by what's happening on Earth, and although they have discovered some sort of life, microorganisms, I think on Mars or something like that, we never really discovered anything bigger than a few cells, so we can't really understand how an ecosystem would work on another planet. I know there's lots of books and lots of planets, lots of books and TV programs that have explored the idea, but really we don't know. We don't know if the life forms are going to be silicone based, we don't know if they're going to be carbon based, we don't know if the blood's going to be iron based or another metal based. We just don't know, and we don't know how that would affect the races or creatures that would be in that planet. So it's all guesswork. Creatures that live in the Flaming Death Vortex. Well, there's those snails that have basically got iron shells and live on volcanic ranges that they discovered recently, if you remember. Well, it's a fantasy world, so we could use any type of fire elemental, maybe, or Azur, the fire dwarves, or salamanders. I think they're a fire demon. Anything like that, really. So if you think of something, we can write it down on the list. Gensai. 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 Let me just look up what that is. That one of the... inside D&D. I think the Gensai, are they the ones that are basically elemental humanoids that are in the Forgotten Realms? Oh yes, they were. Sometimes they've got. Okay, I'm looking at the Forgotten Realms wiki now. Plain touch humans infused with the power of the elements, among with Aasimar and Tieflings. Gensai were the most common plain touch found on the world of Toril. Gensai were a race, not a general classification. So basically, yeah, they're basically people with the blood of Efrit. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Sure, we can do the Flaming Death Vortex today. Sure, we'll do that instead. Now we'll have to think of where to put it. As it gets colder, the lower half of the world, it probably should be. Although it doesn't have to be, maybe here-ish. What we'll do is just make ourselves a little note. Do we have a shape brush? No. Frame. Cut frame border. Frame. No. That's frame for comics. Gradient. Fill. Okay. What we'll do is we'll go to orange here. We'll make ourselves a very nice bright orange. And we will create, on our note layer, we will create a circle that will be the basis of the Flaming Death Vortex. Yeah? I really need to look up about them. Oh, thank you very much for taking the time to drop by anyway. It's really appreciated your time. The VODs are going to be on my YouTube channel, so if you miss out, you can always watch the progress of the map on there. Thank you very much for your time. You know, even if you spend like 30 seconds watching the stream, I really appreciate it. So, you know, thank you very much. Take care. I'll put a link to the VODs. So when I upload VODs, they're completely uncut. I do add some backing music, but they are completely uncut, so you can watch all the disasters or see you later, regardless of what happens. So yeah, we'll do the Flaming Death Vortex as our friend Grathheart suggested today. So a bit of a change of plans, but we'll figure out how to do it, and we'll start now. Okay, so now let's look at. We need another vector layer. Yep. Okay. So we're going to keep it within this circle, the Flaming Death Vortex and the Gensai Efreet Blooded. The Flaming Death Vortex could be like a fire continent, so a bit like a place where the elemental plane of fire has ruptured into the world. But I guess they would be powerful enough, so they would be able to control if the fire would hurt anyone. I suppose it would be a good way that they would be defended as well, because simply put, who would want to fight something that... Now what I'm going to do is, when we're going to draw this Flaming Death Vortex thing, is we're going to have an idea. So my thoughts are, we will have lines that will spiral out. And these lines will be actual parts of the land masses that the volcano that ruptured through created. Now these are just very rough. What we'll do is we'll jagger these up and we'll just use these as guides. So we're just making some large sweeping motions at the moment, but after that what we'll do is we'll really knuckle down. And in the centre here we'll put a large shield volcano, a bit like Olympus Mons or what's the one? I think there's one in Hawaii, but I can't remember the name of it. So yeah, so hello Bandu, hello. Thank you very much for joining me again today. I really appreciate your time. What I'll do is after an hour I will push out another tweet about half an hour later. Sometimes I don't know why, but sometimes I think my tweets are hidden sometimes for some reason, especially the ones that are linked to Streamlabs for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a bot doing it. Yeah. So we need to draw a volcano now. So let's well, so I draw in so, yeah, so when drawing natural features, I've seen people draw things differently. For example, sometimes you'll see people draw, let's just use a rubber. Just draw this. So I've seen people draw volcanoes really weirdly sometimes on Twitter or YouTube and stuff. So for example, using the G pen here and black, I've seen people draw them in multiple ways. So there's the top down one, example like this, which is what I'm trying to do, and I'll do like, you know, things. Like that, for the shield type of volcano that we're going for here. You know, they'll do stuff like this. That's probably, I'll try and do something similar to this, but this is just very rough. This is just, or they'll do something like this. Like they'll, like little. Yeah, again, these are just very rough drawings. So something like that, maybe I'll be doing the, so that's sort of like a shield one. Really sorted out that pen. A bit easier. Let's see if we can find. Oh, here it is. Yes, I found it. Okay, there we go. So, for example, when doing, for example, I've seen mountains like that. I've seen volcanoes like so you don't need to worry about. But all the shield ones that I've seen, you know, they tend to be very oblongish and like bits in the center. They tend to be like. Again, these are just very quick. So yeah. If you have any questions or anything, you know, please let me know. Okay, alright. Let me just check one more thing. Discord, okay. But these streams that I'm trying to do are going to be very chill, very cool, calm ones. But yeah, I've seen volcanoes as well like this, like very stereotypical. Or they'll try and do them like partially 3D, for example, something like that. Bit like but there is one. I think it's called Lower something in Hawaii. That's the largest one in Earth, and the largest one in the solar system is obviously Olympus Mons on Mars. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Are you having a good morning? You have some nice breakfast or anything? Yes, it is map time. I don't know, I seem the map streams seem to go better than the game ones, so I thought I would stick to it. It's something I would have to do offline anyway, so you know, I thought might as well do it online and document the progress of doing it. Just to, you know. It is a bit right, so what we're going to do is get back to it. I'm really happy that I found the let's go back to Mr. Eyedropper tool. Boop. Okay, cool. So yeah, you do have more control over the pen. Central landmass is you just imagine like Ironforge a bit, but imagine the volcano is not like, I understand that Ironforge is built on like no, it wasn't Ironforge, it was the one in Blackrock Depths or something, or was that created because of Deathwing? I'm not sure now. My Warcraft lore has completely gone since I stopped playing the game. I was, yes. But someone has suggested, Drathart, before they left, that we do the Flaming Death Vortex, which I will just zoom out now. This is just a very rough representation. Yes, thank you. Don't do this to me. So what we're doing is, these are the terrain types that I wanted on this continent to the right here, but we're going to do this Flaming Death Vortex here. I think that's a bit too big, to be honest. I might shrink that down. Yeah, it's a bit big, to be honest. I might shrink that down a lot. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink that down. Roughly that size. No, need to do. A bit more. Maybe something like that. Okay, alright. Yes, So what we're going to do is we're going to try and do the Death Vortex, but it's not. It's basically an elemental city continent. Imagine like Monaco or something like that, but filled with Gensai instead of rich people. Alright, so zoom in. Pop, 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 pop. Center here, and I'm going to center here of this strange splat. Yes, thank you for saving my data. I really appreciate it, Mr. Map. Make it a bit thinner. Now that some people are going to be the grey one now, greyish. Yeah. I'm going to go to white to do we'll shrink it down to 2 point, and we'll zoom right in here, and we'll just put the icy part that sometimes you see on mountains and volcanoes. Even if they're active, there'll be like this tiny bit of ice. I mean, obviously it will get melted away, but always like including a little bit of in like ice or white colour, so to show how well how high up it is, right? Yeah. Bringing in some area with the black. Has anyone got a name for the volcano? Can name it, of course. Bandu, do you have a name for the volcano? Or Res? Anyone have a name for the volcano that we can put in? Would really help. So what we'll do is, any ideas? It would really help. Otherwise, I'll just go back to finishing the thing. I really wish it would ping me. I don't know what I've done to the settings of Twitch because it doesn't ping me when people chat, and that's rather distracting because I have to keep switching between the two. So if anyone has idea why it's not making the noise when people make chats, that would really help me out. We've been going for now, it doesn't say, does it? But we're up to 26 followers, which is great because just need to get up to 50. That would be awesome. I'm hoping that we get to 50 Twitch followers before the year is ended, really. If we only get a couple a month or a couple each time I stream, it's perfectly fine. You know, slow and steady wins the race. And of course, I'm up to 109 followers now, or subscribers on YouTube. which is really great, so thank you all for taking your time to spend your Sunday with me drawing a crazy map. Yep. So we'll just fill in some of the... Oh. Damn it. I pressed the wrong button, didn't I? So, I was talking yesterday or the day before about things to review, and they were saying, well, mangas obviously, to talk about and review, and someone suggested Dead Man Wonderland. I think I watched part of an episode once, and it was something like, what? It was really weird. It just didn't do it for me. It also reminded me of Amagi Park, which really didn't interest me. I mean, I watched like part of an episode again, but yeah, it just didn't really interest me. I mean, I like the person like solve all the problems by shooting someone. That was basically the only bit that made me laugh. But yeah. So what we'll do now is I'll zoom out. If you look out, it looks a lot better than it does zoomed in. So, but remember that this map is quite big, so it's 85, but I think what did I set I think I set it at quite high DPI. I think it was like 6,000 or something. My computer can sort of handle it though. Sort of. It doesn't go mad. I don't know. But sometimes it really squeaks at OBS, but Streamlabs it's fine with. I don't know. So yeah, we'll come back for the name in a minute. And we need to go back to the red colour. Therefore, we can extend the mountain's volcanic size. 4, I think it was on as well. Really, what I really like is when people put like this guy, VTuber, Dig, Tyrannosaurus VTuber. He always puts like food up, and I noticed like he really loves his fried like chicken and stuff, and it's like really cool. It's like baking, so like it's really cool. You know, to see people's food and stuff on Twitter. I mean, it's not that I would even put mine, to be honest, because mine is probably very ugly looking. I'm pretty sure it isn't great sometimes. Visually. Oh, hello Bandu, hello Rez, okay, Bandu. Commander Root, hello Commander Root, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming. Again, I don't know, because let me just check something. I don't know why. Yeah, we're going to do the Flaming Death Vortex. Now at the center is this volcano, but we haven't named yet, but we do. And what I wanted to do is, there probably will be like islets. Have again, size city in. Which colour should I do this city? Well, if it's made out of volcanic rock is normally kind of dark, isn't it? Well, the pumice stone is kind of white, isn't it? So it could be pale, like pale grey. Pale grey. So what we can. No, let's zoom in a bit. You ever see that really leaky building? Building. It's not a capital building, but this is what I'm drawing. It's the capital building of the Gensai. One black. That hotel in North Korea, that really one that's got really really weird like blue lines that fire off it like this. But yeah, I'm just drawing a little city now. Then move on the flaming death vortex. Yep. Rather great buildings. I remember some of the elementals in D&D. Well, this is obviously just my setting, so we can make elementals as rigid or as anarchistic as we want. So if they live in a city, though, they probably have some sense of order. Not like a certain. It's called Duke of New York. An Escape from New York, of course. That was a good movie. I like that movie. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep. Right. Well, if you have any problems with the sound or anything, really do let me know, because it would really help me out. It really would. As I said in yesterday's stream, I am going to try and find some way of doing the painting stream in the future, so you'll see me painting some models and stuff. That would be quite cool, but I still need to find a camera to figure out how to do that, because I've only got the one, and that only holds charge for so long. When I do my videos I use it, but when I do streams, what I do is I set it up, and then I just use the voice part to lip sync. So that's why my head's not really moving much in the live stream. I mean, it could, but I would only be able to stream for about half an hour. Even if I plug it in, it just gets too hot. It'll just overheat. Yeah. So this is going to be the territory of the flaming death vortex. We make some sort of like flame effect? That might be cool. Like a firewall that the Gensai control and they choose to let whoever they want in or not. I think that's orangey, not red. When you think about fire, it's like is there like a as I understand, like very random patterns in flames, and maybe there's science behind it, but probably you see what we're going to do here is the flame death vortex. Just writing the law as we're going along, drawing the map. That's one of the good things about drawing a map is you have an idea, think, oh well, I'll put this in, and all of a sudden it'll become part of your world's law. You know? Well, it doesn't mind anyway. I'm not sure about other people. I'm sure other people are a bit less chaotic when they're drawing, when they're doing their worlds building stuff. Keep meaning to look at the critical role setting done by Matthew Mercer, the book, but I can't remember what it's called. I've only watched a couple. I think I've watched part of one episode, or I watched the whole of the episode when they had the voice actor Samuel Jack in, when they were doing that Goblins one. But he's a very different DM to me. It's a very different DM. Because he's I like the way he does voices though. I mean, he's a good DM. He's a good DM. I'd like to play with him one day, if that's everything. But you know, I'm more of an RP type of person. I think mechanics should come secondary to gameplay or interaction. But I've said that before. I've said that many times, so it's not something I'm going to change my mind on. Oh, we can talk about, well, as I'm just rambling, we can talk about the reveals, yesterday, reveals, ooh, yep. So, this is probably going to be, my thoughts to people before my Monday video, so if you're interested in Warhammer, I'm just going to talk about the reveals in the GW event yesterday. Okay, so, as you might probably know if you follow me on Twitter or anything, and if you don't, please follow me on Twitter. I talk about orcs occasionally, a lot, and the Beast Snaggers I've been talking on and off about for a few months now. When they first came out, I thought that they would be feral orcs. I thought that they would be, you know, a tribute to the feral orc army list that we had back in 3rd or 3.5, but now it seems they're just like a subculture, a bit like Speed Freaks, so they use a lot of bionics as well, which is really weird if they're supposed to be the precursors or the spiritual successors of the Ferals. But you did get cyborgs, so cyber squigs and all the cybernetics. I guess it does make a bit of sense. Let's continue drawing the flaming part. And when people approach the vortex, they think, oh, it's just an area completely engulfed by flames. But no, it's the city. Oh, it's the Gensai protecting themselves from the other races in the world. A bit like the Bermuda Triangle, except more fire and less weird magnetic things. Like that, so I'm gonna go edit, undo. So I'll just. No, it's probably. I mean, I used to watch a fair few map drawing videos on YouTube. Everyone's got their own style, haven't they? Everyone says, "Oh, this is the right way to draw mountains." Everyone says, "Oh, this is the right way to draw whatever." But unless you're actually going to like work for an ordnance survey people, I think it really doesn't matter on a fantasy map, as long as you have some sort of key so people can understand, or they're very simple enough to understand. So, for example, if we whoop. Yeah, that's what we've done. See, it's a nice ring of flames there. I mean, it's not a perfect circle, but it doesn't have to be. Oh good. Oh good. How do I Oh good. I seems to have included been some bots have come. I don't know how to get rid of those. Which is really weird because they're the only people who seem to. Okay. Yeah, goodbye. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay for follows, even if it takes me a long time. So, sorry, please don't come here and ask me to buy followers. Sure, there are some people that are comfortable doing that. I'm not, so you know. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, which is a bit of weird. That's the first time that's ever happened on streaming. I'm sure people are more familiar with it than I am. So, Amanda Root, hello and welcome. Why are people trying to talk to me now when I'm doing this? Well, never mind. Whatever. Oh dear. Okay. I just got rid of those strange things. I will just now tweet that we're going to be streaming for another hour. Get some drawing on Twitch. Dev or devs now. For the map. What yeah, so it's like a wall of flames, but if they get past it, what happens is if you look at a vortex, you get like concentric rings, don't you? So like we could do them all different fire colours. So we could have the first one like as a normal flamey colour, like red, and then we could have like a bluey flame, green flame, you know, could have all different flames. So the against side don't have to be like fire elementals that, for example, flames have different, for example, if you burn a different type of metal, you get different colours, so that's what they could be doing. They could be different fire elementals, or different Gensai from different elements. I think green's cobalt, or is it blues cobalt? But anyway, I'll look it up later and I'll make some notes off stream. Okay, Twitch, not Twitch, Clip, you saved my progress, thank you. Each ring is the, what I might do is I might put like a little island, rub some out and put a little island where each like garrison or each group is city maintains a different portion of the protective flame. That might be cool to do. Oh, I know. I've just got a cool idea. Let's go back to Mr. Pointer. Bob. And what we're going to do is we're going to have it undo, edit, undo, edit, undo, edit, undo, edit, undo. So weird that not sure if that's a bot, but I don't know. But yeah, thank you if you've climbed the roots. Thank you, another Twitter viewer. Hello. Thank you, Bandu, for always coming out to support me on these streams. Thank you, Rez, again. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to have to learn Yu-Gi-Oh from you one of the times. That could be interesting. I've never really played it, to be honest. So, and I'm only really aware of it from like there was an individual who used to play it, and it was well. When you have like a bad reaction to bad experience with someone because of the thing that they're associated with, it's a bit hard to break it sometimes. But yeah, do it here, like it's coming back. The green one as well, like it'll have concentric circles at different places, so they'll all come back to the mainland, but they'll have like their own little island and like bridges towards the flame towards the central island. I think we're building up some lore just by drawing today. It's really cool. So we're going to be so we're just going to be another hour now. It's just going to be another hour. So but I have to say that even though sometimes things get no traction or anything, or even if they get like one viewer, I really appreciate that person's time. I mean, they've taken time out of their day to come out or sit down or just put me in the background or whatever they've done, and that's great. I can't say that I appreciate it enough, really, to be honest. But anyway, but yep. I have had to in the past I had to I think I've only ever had to deal with 2 nasty comments on YouTube, and one of them was just like a snarky person, and the other one was more like oh, we don't need your sort in a grim dark game. Really, just because I don't think that they're doing something decent with the game system I've loved since I was 15 doesn't mean that, you know, I can't push, you know, I can't say that something's wrong in something, you know. But yeah. Oh, damn it. I need to stop clicking that that button on the pen. I'm sorry if you can hear the neighbours outside. I think they're a bit excited about the football for later. And again, they're always kind of shouting at each other and stuff, so it might not be the football. Not that I care about it. Wait, just be glad when it's over, either way. And again, if they lose, there's probably going to be a riot. If they win, there's probably going to be a riot. So, you know, you can't win them all. In either situation, it's going to be pretty bad. Thank you for, you know. There we go. There we go. And I still need some hints with Streamlabs OBS. No idea what I'm doing with some of the settings. I really don't. But let's see if I can move that a bit. View account. See how that looks. Yeah, okay, alright. Don't know what it says 5 there and it says 3 here, so I really don't know if Streamlabs has its own version of viewership. I really don't. Or does that mean total viewers in total? I don't know. I'm all very new to this. But if you'd have told me, you know, like a year ago, that I'd be doing this, streaming, drawing a map, and well, I probably would have said no. No. Maybe I would have put it on YouTube at some point, but no. I've never been that brave then. We put the bit. Creeping like that, I'm like a flame, never mind. Like each Menasai, Gensai, like a Menasai, that means sorry in Japanese. So I think I'll tell a cat story for the stream. I thought I would do that every stream. I will tell a cat story of my cats, and today I'm going to tell you another one about Sausage. So last time we discussed how Sausage is thinks that he's alpha cat of the neighbourhood. This is another one along those lines. So I think it was about what, 2 or 3, maybe 3 years ago. There was a fox who used to come in the garden. Now foxes can be quite antagonistic to cats. They can go for them. So, and I've seen that in person where this fox was chased a cat up a fence. Now Sausage, bless his little fluffy heart, saw a fox and decided to charge it. Now Sausage is not a very big cat. He's not a very big cat at all. He's very fluffy, so his fluff basically makes him look a bit bigger, maybe twice bigger than he actually is. So you have this little black and white cat, and you have a fox in the garden, and you have them looking at each other. Now, so what happened was there was a Sausage. Let me show you with a drawing, for example. I'm going to just do a little drawing. No, let's go to white. Let's do a pen. Do this. So let's imagine Sausage. Bless his fluffy paws. So we have Sausage. Here he is. Yes, his little paws, little whiskers. Oops. So basically that's, I mean, you can imagine Sausage from that higher up. So we have Sausage here. And he's just sitting there in the garden. Pretending he's king of the mountain, so we'll give him a little crown. And then we have this fox. I don't know how to draw a fox, to be honest. But we can just looks like a giant rat, doesn't he? But anyway, we've got this fox, and Sausage decides to charge the fox with all his might. Now, a person was, my friend was out at the same time. Now she decided to call Sausage, and I don't know whether it was Sausage actually charging the fox or the person running after the cat, my friend running after the cat, that stopped the fox from trying to eat him. But then again, Sausage of course thinks he won the battle with the fox, so now he thinks he's unstoppable. Oh, thank you very much, thank you. Heyo Astros, hello. I don't, what does that twinkle noise mean? So there was a noise, so I don't know what that noise meant. Hello, Astaroth. Hello. We were just having a cat story about sausage and the time he decided to chase a fox. And how are you? Did you recover from your night of libations? Yes, it is. Would you like me to retell it? I can retell it. So basically what happened was... so if we use my drawing... So, sausage was in the garden. My friend was behind them, so we will just do it. Yes, I'm not going to try and win any awards for these drawings. And I'll be deleted. So my friend was like behind sausage, calling him sausage, sausage. Sausage, sausage. But yeah, it doesn't know whether it if it's sausage who chased after fox or the person. Like, hey, sausage, don't chase the fox and don't get eaten by him. But yeah, I've seen a fox chase a cat, and that was pretty scary, to be honest. But yeah, that's good. Okay. Well, drink lots of water. I don't know how many alcohols you had, but it was probably too many. But anyway, back to the map. But yeah, so the flaming death vortex. Reach Efreet clan or house, or Gensai clan or house, or don't know how we'll organise them yet, but there'll probably be a player race. I always liked the Gensai once I remember what they were called. Not sure how Efreet are now in 5th. Are they still... They're not abominations, are they? I don't think they... Maybe they're just counted as outsiders. I remember there was something very weird about Efreet and the various other elemental... What are they called? Let me just check. I had the page open, so... Dao, Jin, Efreet, Madrid, or Jan. So the various ones are... so that's where their names are defined. Each of the 4 fundamental elements has an associated genie. Most common Gensai were air Gensai. They're Gensai, Fire Gensai and Water Gensai. Para Gensai were Gensai who expressed a bloodline of 2 elements. These included the Dust Paragensai, Ice Paragensai, and Magma Paragensai. That sounds absolutely awesome. And Ooze Paragensai, Smoke Paragensai, Steam Paragensai, amongst other possibilities. Paragensai were even rarer than the 4 standard Gensai. Not in my planet, they're not. Thank you very much, thank you. It's building up quite nicely, yeah. But yeah. I mean, thank you very much for taking time out to pop along and say hello. I really appreciate that, dude. But yeah, suppose you could. There's a lot of lore in. You see, when I stopped looking at Forgotten Realms lore, was just before the spell plague thing, and thank you very much. I still appreciate your time though. But I really don't like the spell plague. Why that 4th edition with the spell plague? It was like the most stupid thing possible. Like, if you're gonna nerf something, don't nerf magic. Just, you know. Well, 4th edition does turn everyone to spellcasters, didn't it, basically? Every class could do everything. Like, wizards did have knock before, so they could open locked doors. But I think they had to put points into it. It was like a spell slot, so they would lose an offensive spell in taking knock or spider climb or whatever. You know, something that would give them like a subpar version of another class's ability. I think invisibility was pretty cool. Or is it mirror? No, mirror walk is something else. What these flaming rings is affecting the obviously island here. But you know, let's do. You know, it seems that sausage seems to get all the cool stories, but no. Mustard has plenty of cool stories about him, her. So yeah, let's just tell you the story about Mustard's origins. So Mustard, when I got Mustard, I thought that it was a girl cat. So I was associated Mustard with being female. However, Mustard is not a female cat at all. It is a male cat, and because for so long I've always associated Mustard with being a female cat, I always use like female pronouns for the poor cat, even though she's been like done, like castrated, so neither of them, they both have been done, so they really don't have a sex because they've been, you know, at the snippy snip operation. Still tries though sometimes. But yeah, so Mustard was like a little kitten, and when I got her, knew no fear whatsoever. This is my house now. I will go up and eat this cat's food. Nom nom nom. I will go up and use this scratching post. Do do do. And Sausage was like, "What the hell? How dare you?" I don't want to use that scratching post, but because you might use it, it's mine now. And he was jumping around like an idiot, like trying to intimidate her. But he was like, he's always been much smaller than Mustard. He was trying to intimidate her, and it obviously didn't work because he just looked so silly. It still looks silly, but back then he just looked like. Have you seen those like toys that you can wind up and they sort of like jump vertically? That's what he looked like when he was trying to be intimidating. It was very amusing. It was a good cat. They're both good cats, really. No need to find. Oh yeah, blue and pink, blue and pink flames, and orange, blue, pink, orange flames. But yeah, but Mustard used to know no fear. She's a very scared cat now, though. Don't know why that is, really. But she can't stand like people knocking the door. She'll hide. I mean, Sausage hides as well, but he growls. Like, he has this really weird love-hate relationship with the postman. Then again, she has a rather strange relationship with a magpie that comes and visits her in the mornings. Yes, very intimidating. He is very intimidating indeed, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Mustard is very deep friends with a magpie, and she'll come and knock the window or throw things at the window if the cat's not by the window, trying to get its attention. I don't know why they have this relationship, but obviously if she was outside, they would have a very different relationship. But yeah. Cats are awesome. You have cats, don't you, Asta? I think. You told me. I'll do the bluey, turquoisey flame. One of my favourite colours. I really need an app on my phone that can colour source colours into hex codes. So if you know something like that, like an app that's free, that can, like for example, you can point it at a colour and it'll tell you the hex code, that would be great. I really could use that, to be honest. Because then I could show you some favourite colours of mine. That would be cool. During one of these streams. Need to make some notes. So what we'll do is we'll make on layer 3. Layer 3 is my notes layer. Okay. Okay. Hex color. Okay. Okay. Cool. Don't bite. That's cool. Okay, there are lots of those apps apparently. That's good. I will just download one and I can show you next time. Oh, you have 2 cats. What are they called? I really need to sort out the size of that thing. That's really big. That takes up a lot of screen space. I'll tell you what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the bathroom. So we're just going to have a few moments break. As I've been Mia and Mustafa. Oh, and who's in charge? Who's the boss? Mia or Mustafa? And yep, I'm back. I'm back. So Mia is older and angrier. Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Anyway, if you missed the first part, the VOD's gonna be up anyway. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We have I have this visitor cat called Kitchen Raider. She's a 3-color cat. She's a or tortoiseshell as we call them in this country, and she wants affection. It's obvious she wants affection. It's obvious she wants you know, someone to obviously be around her or be with her or something, but she's very angry, and like I'm genuinely concerned, you know, because she's so angry. And what I think it might be is when female cats are done, sometimes they're not done very well, and they can have like this attitude problem, and I think that's what it is. I mean, because it's obviously she wants human interaction, she wants human attention, but she's quite unhappy. Not unhappy, that's the wrong word. And I would say angry, but it's not like anger out of hating individual. It's like she's like annoyed, like she's annoyed at something, but it's not people, because she you know, she really wants the affection. It's just like she had like trouble expressing herself or something. Yeah, so she's just a visitor that we have sometimes. And she worries me a lot. Yeah, but she, you know, she'll meow onto the windowsill, like for you to come out and see her, and then when you come out and see her, she'll start like showing you that she's physically annoyed. But she wants the attention. That's the very strange thing about Kitchen Radar, is that I mean, I'll put a picture of her up later, but yeah, she worries me a lot. But, you know, I have quite a few Catmus visitors that come and say hello to the cats through the window and stuff. We have Kitchen Radar, and we have Fluffinator, who's a big fluffy cat who reminds me of a Maine Coon or a Norwegian Forest type cat, because he's that fluffy. He's a very nice cat. He's a bit of a tsundere cat though, because you'll have to like chase him up the garden for him to actually want the stroke. So but if you come back, he'll turn around and go, "Hey, wait a minute, that's not fair." Like, so he is a perfect example of a tsundere cat. Yeah. Sometimes he has to be carried down, but he doesn't resist. He's a really good cat. Just a visitor cat, you know. It's lovely that they come and see you. It is. And then there's another cat called Oreo in the neighbourhood who is a drama queen. Yes. Oreo, she will like meow at any situation. She's like, "Oh, help me!" And then her owners will come out and go, "Oreo!" Yeah, so that's Oreo, the drama cat. So we have quite a few visitors. And of course the sausage and mustard, obviously sometimes they get quite jealous about it, but make sure to reward them each visit of the other visitors, because it's only fair. It's only fair. Yeah. It's only fair. So what we're going to do is we're going to have about half an hour more, and we're going to try and finish off a couple more rings on the map, and we can just discuss whatever really. Yeah, really. I should be more active on our group's Discord or the Minecraft channel. I should really try and do Minecraft one of the days. A stream anyway, because I don't know what's going on with the new patch, because it'd be interesting to see if the new ores are in, or what the latest things are, because I know they divided it into 2 patches, so I don't know how much of the first patch has got compared to the second one, whether we got the caves thingy or we just got the axolotl ores. And the goats, I think the goats are in now, where they can headbutt your stuff. Should really check it out. Yeah, so Minecraft's one of those games that reminds me a bit of like there's a really hard curve in the beginning to get the resources to do stuff, and then once you've got the resources, it's okay. But I've never really done the Ender Dragon or anything like that. I just use it to like build stuff. Like I use it a lot creative mode. For example, I built like a Isaiah pub that I found online, and I built a noodle shop as well. So I built those two things, and I thought, oh, I'll build this this giant like thing for my my cows and my sheep, and that was an adventure in itself because I had to destroy a whole mountain to get them into it. It's very weird. And I broke my own rule: do not redecorate mountains with TNT. In the end, I just had enough of digging down this mountain, so I just thought I'll just build a load of TNT and just blow it up. So that's what I did. And I built too much TNT, and it was like, oh no, the explosion is too much. This is why I don't use TNT. Like Pekra and her TNT cannon. I'm a genius. Oh wait, oh no. Undo. Sorry if you can hear the noises from outside. Can't really do much about that, unfortunately. At least he's not doing what he was doing yesterday, and trimming his garden. Just because he likes petrol noises, he likes when things go brum brum brum. For some reason. And if he's not doing that, he's drinking his head up and singing. Flame bridges. I really don't understand all those stats in Twitch sometimes. I really don't. They really throw me because really don't know what to do. Like basically Streamlabs sends me like an email afterwards, and so does Twitch, and I'm not sure which one is better to judge things on. Sorry. I don't know how much background noise you're getting, so I mean I can check the board later to see what happens, so that always takes a few hours to process. We need pink now. And I'm going to tell people a story about pink and blue. So a long time ago, in the Middle Ages, what we think of pink and blue is reversed, especially here in medieval England, because blue was seen as a very girly colour, a very like related to nature and stuff, so it was more associated with women, and pink was associated more with blood and violence and like viscera and stuff like that, so it was more associated with men. So you would find men with like pink brooches and pink jewelry simply because they wanted to be reminded of the violence and warfare, and women obviously wanted to be reminded more of nature and stuff, so they would have more blue things. That's why you I don't know if you have but sometimes you go into museums and you see these very old clothing, and you'll see these dark reddish clothing that the people used to wear. They used to be bright pink. Yeah, they used to be bright pink. Not bright pink as I'm drawing now, but this pink. Not like that, but more closer to oh, let's have a look. That's the wrong colour that I wanted to use anyway. So more associated with almost a purpley colour like this. But pink was deeply associated with warfare back in the Middle Ages, and I think the time that it started to change was, I think it was about the Jacobean rebellion, so about 1800, about that time. So about in the Middle Ages to about that time, it was always seen as a masculine colour, and blue was seen as feminine. Just a little story of colour. Okay, mustard, I will go back to drawing. And the reason why purple was so expensive is because it was hard to make. Because they'd have to crush a certain type of sea creature to make it. And that's why it was expensive. But then they discovered artificial purple, and all of a sudden the market fell out of the purple market, and everyone was wearing it. And because everyone was wearing it, rich people didn't want to, give up the monopoly, so there were some laws implemented at one point in time, especially in Rome, to stop people from wearing purple, unless you were related to the imperial family or royalty. But they couldn't stop progress, could they? No matter how much you try. I mean, then again, we had two Dark Ages. We had the Greek Dark Age, and then we had Dark Age afterwards. So maybe we'll have another one, and things will go all weird again. So weird, because it's called the Dark Age, but we never really lost a lot of knowledge in what we consider the Dark Ages. There were still places that were still making innovative processes. Astronomy, geology, hard sciences, writing, poetry. Mainly in abbeys in Ireland and some other places like that. Malta, Spain. But yeah, it's called the Dark Ages, but it wasn't really as dark as we think it was. The Greek Dark Age, when they basically went from almost having steam power to bronze again. That was a bigger shock than the Dark Age that we had from Roman innovation to now. Roman innovation to the Middle Ages. Because they still had metallurgy, they still had iron. They weren't, wandering around with stone clubs again, basically. Because the Greek Dark Age, they had like alloys of bronze and steel, and then all of a sudden back to the Bronze Age. It was massive impact in history. It does make you think about what people think about colours, and that's why I don't care what colours I wear, because it's stupid. That's why my favourite colour is yellow and purple. I used to get teased about that when I was little, liking yellow. So I always used to say, "Oh, my favourite colour is black or red," because I didn't want to get teased. But now it's yellow. It's always been yellow. I'm glad that you can't hear the cars. That's really good. Or the bikes. I was supposed to be drawing, but I'm spending a lot of time telling stories as well. But I guess that's fine, isn't it? But I want to talk about something that I've been noticing recently. There's these guys that have these electric scooters and electric bikes around here. Now, I'm not sure if it applies to all countries or it's just this one, but you're not legally allowed to ride electric scooters unless your city has one of these electric scooter programs. Birmingham does have one of these programs. London does have one of these programs. Manchester, I think, does, and a couple of other cities. So, but if you're not leasing one of those scooters from one of those programs, you're not allowed to use them. But we have people in the here. We have people using those electric scooters quite a lot, and quite a few accidents with them. So and people have been having their electric bikes stolen around here. So I like the idea of them, but it's one of those things that you don't know if it's worth it in the long run, do you? I mean, electric bikes are a little different because you can a lot of them, I've noticed, have like what's it called, a dynamo or something that helps you charge up the battery. So like if your battery goes flat in an electric bike, you can charge it up a bit when you're cycling. But the electric scooter, no, not so much. Oh no, I need to do more blue. But yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, I thought that was just a little anecdote from the area about the electric scooters. Yeah, but you know, we have like I think that electric vehicles, especially the ones that you can charge yourself, for example with the dynamo thingy, I think they're a good idea. Especially for like short distance couriers, so for intercity couriers or something, or for taking people shopping home and stuff. I think they're a good idea. I think that would help. I know. I think it would be good. Only it would be a thing 20 years ago. Back then, you know, I think you could get like a little thing where you could like it would do like a few rotations for you. You could spin it up and it would do a few rotations for you, but nothing like the electric motors we have today, chargeable ones for bikes and stuff. But speaking about colours, do you know that there's only a few colours that can't be replicated by science? So there are certain colours that have to be made from a natural pigment, or, well, when I say natural, I mean like an elemental pigment or an animal pigment or something like those lines. And there are a few of them that can't be made again. Now there's this guy, I think he's in England, but he might be in America. And he's working on trying to make those colours, or as close as you can physically get to them. And now he's made a few. He's made the uranium one, it's uranium colour. So there's like a colour that was made from uranium. He's made that one, but it's no longer radioactive. And he's made the mummy one that they used to make when they used to crush mummies down and make pigment. He's made that one. He's working on the blue that you can only get from a certain mineral compound. It's also known as ultramarine blue. Yes, that ultramarine. But that can't be made of anything else, the proper one, not the one that you might see in an art shop. The proper ultramarine blue can only be made from a specific pigment. This was something that I learnt in art college, art university. And they were, so we've got a couple of them back now, but some of them are just not going to be produced again because we simply don't make them, for example, anymore, because they're either dangerous or they're unethical to create, like for example the mummy one, or they're very hard to make. There's a whole list of them. I think there's about like 12 in all, but yeah, there's like the Smithsonian has an entire department dedicated to lost colours, and there's a little documentary you can watch about it on YouTube if you're interested. Yeah. So we're coming up to 2 hours now. It's about 9 minutes to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wrap up a little bit, and then we'll wrap up for when we've got about 2 hours. There are a couple of things I do need to do in the afternoon, so it'll leave me about an hour and a half to get ready and do those. So yeah, we'll just try and finish the ring. But I'm going to try and stream during the week, as I said, because I'm not sure if someone has affiliates in chat and they can tell me whether I need to stream on different days, actual days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or it can just be 7 days in the month, because knowing that information would really help me out. Because it's a little unclear, because at some point it makes you believe it can be any 7 days during the month, and at other periods during the text it's like it's more like you have to stream on every day in order to reach affiliate. Then again, I'm only trying to reach affiliate by the end of the year, so if I reach it beforehand, that's fantastic. If I reach it after, it doesn't really matter. Slowly and steady, slowly and steady. There's I think one guy I watched, or used to watch, that only got affiliate after like a year and a half. And it took him absolutely ages to get a decent following on YouTube. It took him like 6 years. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm all new to streaming and stuff, so 7 days of the month. Okay, alright, thank you. Okay, alright, well that's doable. I might do an hour during the week anyway. I think the hour stream that I do during the week, I think I wouldn't do drawing. I'd leave the drawing for the weekends, and I would do, I don't know, some game or something. I mean, I might try and do Magic the Gathering online. Maybe that would work. Show everyone how rubbish I am, or Hearthstone or something. Oh, with some frequency. Okay, I got you. I've got you. So 3 times a week I think should be enough. 1 day during the week and twice in the weekend, as well as putting out videos. So I'm trying to put out a lot of content. So I really need to invite someone over and do like guest reviews and stuff. Oh yeah. Someone's asked me to. I was talking. Someone was asking me to review Made in the Abyss, and there are parts in Made in the Abyss that make me feel very, very uncomfortable. I mean, not as comfortable as the other ones that like Red Light and Fire Punch was really pretty dodgy at certain points. There's been a couple of others that I mean, is that what's it called? I mean, I've probably blanked out the name for my own sanity, but there was one that I started to read thinking it was one thing, and it turned out to be very different. And no, it wasn't Boku no Pico. Well, thank you, for telling me about Twitch and stuff. You're really helpful. You, Powers, Dino, Rez, Dr. Frankie, you all help me a really lot, Anything that I can do or help with. I mean, I don't know a lot, but I do know something, so anything that I can help you with, I'd like to be able to do that, Let's just make some notes for myself. Let's just make some notes. Gain sign. Let me just find how you spell it properly. Genocide. Reminds me of that manga that I really love that only got 14 chapters. That's about aliens. Yeah. It's really funny. Only got 14 chapters. I think that you could only, it was like training, no breaks, and I think that the author could only keep it going for so many chapters. It's like Girlfriend Ex-Girlfriend. That was written by the same guy who wrote How Girl, and I don't know how he's managed to keep up the momentum of it, because How Girl was what was just over 100 chapters, I think. But they were very short chapters. But so Girlfriend Ex-Girlfriend, I don't know how he's going to keep it up, because at least How Girl had some sort of I mean, you understand it was full of jokes, but there was an underlying kind of plot in it, whereas Girlfriend Ex-Girlfriend, not really. It just seems to be a load of weird jokes. It's not as bad as the one that with the aliens that's only got 14 chapters, but it's close. It's close. And 100 Girlfriends Who Really Really Love You is probably up there as well. Those are the three most. This station has got no breaks level of manga, yeah. Well, have a nice lunch. I'm going to sign off anyway, so don't worry about it. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate you taking time out, and yeah, so we're going to call it anyways, because we've done 2 hours. I'm just waiting for it to be 2 hours, and then I'll switch off, so you won't miss much. And you can catch up on the beginning on my VOD, which I'll try and upload later on today, if it will download today, or it will be tomorrow. And maybe I'll do the mini Monday video, depending on how I feel about TSR. So okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sign off now. I'm going to save everything. Done 2 hours. That's enough for me. It's hard for me to do any longer. So thank you everyone. Do take care of yourselves. Really appreciate you spending your Sunday afternoon, morning, evening with me. Take care of yourselves. I'll post my next stream, probably be during the week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and of course every weekend, 2:30 to 4:30, Saturday and Sunday. So do take care of yourselves, everybody, and have a nice Sunday. Bye bye.